So, have you heard of the pratfall effect? The pratfall effect is a behavioral psychological concept or phenomenon which basically suggests that competent people are liked, but if they make a mistake, a slight mistake, then we will like them more. So it's a relationship between having this idea of a mistake and likability. How does this play out? So if you think about a CEO and she's about to give a keynote speech to her customers, if she spills some water on her, you're going to like her even more because it demonstrates a little bit of humility, a little bit of trust. And this person is like me. So that creates a connection between the audience. So in marketing, brands are using this psychological effect or this psychological construct in different ways to get them to feel a little bit more trust for us. And so this is really intriguing. It's one of numerous different psychological constructs or phenomena that marketing is utilized. Because essentially what we're trying to do in marketing with branding is to get us to have a deep connection with the brand or a deep connection with the business that we're interested in. So if you're interested in marketing and you're interested in understanding and getting under the skin of how we think as the humans, or how we think in the terms of the human condition, how we feel, how we decide, then this will give you the unfair advantage, the Marketing with Psychology course, in understanding the scientific developments of the human condition to create all-seeing, all-dancing, effective and impactful marketing strategies that show up as mattering to us. It's situated here in the marketing department, here at Lancaster University, but we work very closely with our colleagues up in the Department of Psychology at the north end of the campus. So as I said, the core of this is about the understanding of how humans tick and how then we can create opportunities in marketing to influence the consumers on that consumer journey in order to buy this versus this. If you think of it in a different perspective from potentially, for example, with the lens of AI can optimize. AI can give us optimized, personalized content, and it can predict, for example, what's going to happen next in terms of clicks or whatever it's going to be in the digital space. But AI can't tell us why we trust some brands, and AI can't tell us why we don't trust other brands, or we don't feel something towards those other brands. The use of psychological phenomena, psychological terms, and cognitive psychology, an understanding of that, allows us in many respects to embed or to fuse or pull together the human algorithm, the deeply psychological, with the computational algorithm. And I think that's a really powerful position for many students to be in right here, right now, as we're moving into an AI-embedded human world. So it's that connection between these two different algorithms which seems to be so powerful. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in this competitive advantage in yourselves, and giving yourself the unfair advantage, then the Marketing with Psychology degree, I think, would be very, very useful for you.